And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the tunnel. Every home game's a reason to get dressed up for these guys. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Portland Trail Blazers here at Moda Center. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
And with that rotation not at full strength, someone else is going to have to step up and fill that role.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Prince in at the 3. And for Portland, Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. Shaedon Sharpe is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Back to Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. Lillard outside. From deep. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Lopez kicks to Lillard for the 3, nailed from three-point land.
That's just too easy. You got to get Lillard to put it down.
Grant outside. Simons on the wing. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Back to Prince. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Simons following the bucket by the Bucks. Ayton a screen on Lillard. Simons from outside. Again, Simons missing. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Antetokounmpo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
You must have left your dancing shoes at home. Looking good. Let's go.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. And the two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively. But how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Grant. And the shot goes down.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Middleton following the basket by Jeremy Grant. Trent gets the bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 10. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Bucks. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Oh, what a dime there from Giannis. Excellent sharing the basketball.
Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Here's Grant. Pass to Ayton. Outside, Simon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Simons with the screen on Trent. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Three-pointer, Lillard. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Trailblazers trail by 15. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Klingon, he's checked in for Portland.
Number 23, Donovan Klingon.
55 seconds left to play here in the first. Livingston passes to Trent. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Junior.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Now here's Green. Giannis outside. This one for three. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And it's Avdia off the drive. And that one is good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And Middleton kicks to Trent. Back to Middleton. Pass to Livingston. Here's Antetokounmpo. Livingston passes to Trent. Middleton for three. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And so it's Milwaukee holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Milwaukee.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the five for Doc Rivers right now. Out on the wings for him, we'll see Trent Jr. and Middleton. Green is out there with Portis, and it's Livingston in at the point guard position. Portland grabs the miss. Brent with Avdia. There's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
Here's Avdia. Misses the three. Bucks leading by 19. And Green with the basket on the assist by Portis. Green's got his first points of the game.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
Here's Henderson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Pass to Portis. Back to Middleton. Takes the three. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Trent.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Count it.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift-wrapping points.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad.
They're making a change here. Benton's checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And right, here we go. Here's Rollins. Hits it from three-point range.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Avdia finds Henderson. Here's Klingon, defended by Portis. And it's Klingon with the jam.
You can't teach size, right? Klingon is already one of the bigger guys in this league, and you can see him adding another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
You're so right, David. We could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And that one, good. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
It doesn't take much or long for Lillard to catch fire. An incredible offensive talent.
Here's Benton. And Wright pulls it down. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Brent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Blazers fans, give a big round of applause for your Blazers Breaker Dance Team.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
By the Blazers Breaker Dance Crew.
1:53 left to play in the first half. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, what a dunk by Giannis.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Grant gets a wide-open look. Offline with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lets it go from 14. Lillard from outside. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And Lillard can knock these things down in his sleep. He makes it look so easy.
Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. I mean, he has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being Dame time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
First team foul.
Portis against Ayton. Can they get it? The putback. Rebounded by Jackson. Milwaukee has gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Portis for three. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Simons gets to Ayton.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Free throw drops for Ayton. Milwaukee making a switch here.
2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Lopez against Ayton. Lopez kicks to Prince. From deep, Antetokounmpo. And another three for Milwaukee.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Bucks. And with his work in that quarter, he has 5 3-pointers in the game now. Quite a showing from long range. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And Portland has possession. Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. Anthony Simons out there with Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. And so it's Milwaukee with it after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And it's good for 2.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Simons. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Lillard finds Lopez. Back to Lillard. And here's Giannis. Baseline J on the way. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Antetokounmpo on the catch-and-shoot jumper. You like that kind of flow from him.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 18 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Yep, that one goes. Ayton's got 8 points.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch, it's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Hey, Brent, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, "I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up." Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Simons from outside. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 14-2 run here. And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Right side, Antetokounmpo.
Torian Prince has such a great motor, and the physical nature of his play, you got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
For the Trailblazers, Avdia comes in for Sharp, and Scoot Henderson subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Milwaukee also making some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Trent comes in for Chris Middleton, and it's Jackson in for Lillard. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Pass to Ayton. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Bucks. Giannis drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 27 points.
That's attacking the rack. Antetokounmpo on the tape and muscled his way in.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 27.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for Prince.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third. And that one's good, Ayton.
Hitting that mid-range shot. This is right now probably the extent of Ayton's range.
Giannis high post, working on Williams. And that one drops for him. Portis has got 5.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
And then Henderson with the jam.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hops.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Trent outside. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. 9 points in the game so far.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Craig, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Rupert. No scoring in this one. Shoots from the line. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Portis, and it's Ayton missing. And here is Antetokounmpo trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And so it's Milwaukee holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, they've got Gary Trent. Pat Connaughton is out there with Portis. And there's Jackson, and it's Green in at the 1. Inside. Shoots from 12. Rebound, Milwaukee. Jackson down low. He's covered by Murray. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Milwaukee ball.
Portis, the pass to Trent. And the wide open shot from Green. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Avdia gets the bucket.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Jackson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
The Trailblazers shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Henderson. Green with the rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Trent lays it up off the glass.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And finished off by Avdia.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
And he drives in, lays it up, and banks it in. Avdia's got 6 in the quarter.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Jackson finds Connaughton. No good on the triple. The Blazers on offense. Wide open look here for Murray. Off target from three-point range. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Connaughton. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, it feels like Portis was communicating before he even set that one up. That's a great look.
Jackson against Henderson.
Bucks foul.
Simons, he's checked in for Murray. Lillard's checked in for the Bucks.
Substitution on the court.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Klingon the screen for Henderson. Pass to Klingon. Can't hit from in close. Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Wasted no time on that one.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Simons on the wing, defended by Trent. And it's Simons missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Connaughton kicks to Lillard. The three-pointer, no good. And for Portland, their shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And then Henderson with the dunk.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Lillard from outside. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Simons from outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Simons loves to take threes. He's dependable from there.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got 30.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. On the inbound, and Simons with the lay-in, good.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback. Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. It's Trent on the wing. Three-pointer, Lillard drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 33 points.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
Rebounded by the Bucks. Now here's Connaughton. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Huge, big win tonight. How did you do it?
I think we just having fun. I think our guys were running to their spots, and we were able to drive the lanes and made the right pass, and we were knocking down shots. The ball was moving, we were defending, we were having fun, so that's why we got to win.
So you need to patent that formula, I guess. Congrats on the win, man. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.